We managed somehow. Bravo, I'm impressed. You don't make food either. An acceptable showing for laymen such as yourselves. I admit, I may have underestimated the power of the Foundation's Orbital staff. Consider my interest piqued. Uppity jerks. Ouroboros, give us our answers. What are you planning to do in Crossbell? Is it like I feared? Are you the ones who started manufacturing Gnosis again? What? It can't be. Why do you ask? Because the leader of that ragtag band of ruffians ended up demonized? I was lucky enough to see it for myself. And oh, what a show it was. He kicked Tio. It was very rude. Why, I have half a mind to invite him to join Ouroboros if he pushes it just a little further. Don't dodge the question. Answer me. I can hardly blame you for your conjectures, erroneous as they may be. But you see, we had only a singular objective in coming here, to evaluate the progress of our plan. We must make sure that the septium veins have been properly galvanized for the promised day. The promised day? How vague can you get? I've grown tired of this. If they refuse to talk, then we will loosen their tongues by force. Because we had such a good time against the Chimera. He's right. There's no other way. So uncivilized. You want to fight, do you? I can't say taking you all at once on my own sounds fun or fair. What if I let you handle this instead? If I must. Every time I hear her voice actor be so, like, soft-spoken and girly, it confuses me. That man's nose is something else. It really is. He needs to have that monstrous nose to hold up his spectacles, otherwise they'd just fall off his face. A spear? A lance, to be more specific. They were primarily used by the knights of the Middle Ages. Talk about a blast from the past. The heck is she doing fighting with something like that? Do not waste your breath. You may come at me with whatever arms you deem most comfortable, so long as you do so with all your might. Otherwise, our lives will be forfeit. Incoming. Oh, hi. I don't believe it. How the heck did she send out that many jabs so quickly? That would be impossible. It exceeds human capability. What's this? Seldom have I seen anyone manage to withstand the Steel Maiden's lance. They don't call you the demon of the Eastern Quarter for nothing. Your reflexes are commendable. However, compared to your familial predecessor, it is obvious that you still harbor some hesitation. How do you... Oh. Well, it's out in the open now. Rip. No way. What? Well, color me surprised. Who would have ever guessed Yin's true identity would be Archon Ciel's illustrious rising star, Rixia Mao? Don't you just love it when the drama on the stage pales in comparison to the real thing? Well, I see. Oh, okay. Sure, just progress on your own. I don't need to read. You came after all. Those three over there. They're from Ouroboros. Campanella the Fool. Along with the head of the 13 factories and the Steel Maiden herself. Where are the Steel Maiden's minions that we were told were here? Where did they get off to? Oh. I take it you must be the divine Blade of Wind. I've heard a lot about him. Supposedly his skills are on par with Lowe's. I don't believe we've had the pleasure, divine Blade of Wind. Your reputation precedes you. Even by your presence alone, I can tell that you have well earned it. That's enough flattery. It means nothing coming from someone whose power transcends the bounds of humanity itself. Even an army would be forced to retreat when pitted against that lance of yours. You needn't sell yourself short. Simply recognizing that is an accomplishment in its own right. Are you telling me that we came all this way just to let them go? No, but the balance is not in our favor. Simply have a look around us. Oh, there they are. Oh, they all get character portraits. Okay. Ugh, these must be the ones that Lyn and Aeolia fought. These knights are just as dangerous as they described, if their looks are anything to go off of. Can I have one of their helmets, though? They look pretty awesome. That is enough. There's no need to take this any further. Understood. Yes, my lord. As you wish, my lord. Dang. I believe that's our cue. Yes, we have verified the progress of the plan, as well as the galvanization of the septium veins. You're right though, Astral. His nose does kind of look like a mosquito. I had best be returning to give my masterpieces their finishing touches. Stop. Do you really expect us to just let you escape? A word of advice, if I may. Our plan calls for us to play nothing more than a supporting role here in Crossbell. Huh? What? In time, the beasts will be cast loose and chaos will sweep across this land. Be that as it may, do not allow yourselves to be blinded by the tragedies yet to come. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you, Campanella. I trust you'll await our next encounter with bated breath. So that's Ouroboros. What a bunch of maniacs. I should be going. This is our last chance to rehearse before tomorrow night. Please excuse me. Poor Rixia. Today's been one unbelievable thing after another. It's getting to where I can hardly tell what's real anymore. Yeah. If I didn't know better, I would think we were trapped in some sort of a dream. I can't say I disagree. Considering what's happened to Wald, I'd consider this more of a nightmare. Make no mistake, this is the reality we've been dealt. Ouroboros left us with more clues than I thought they would. Especially as to the importance of this place, as well as the beasts they claim will be unleashed. Why are they trying to summon the cryptids, though? That's weird. I mean, they're weird people, but it's weird even for them. I understand you're all shocked, but we're better off spending this time on devising a response. Right. Beasts, huh? Don't tell me she meant... Looks like we still get service all the way out here. Yes, though just barely. Special support section, this is a Bannings. It's Dudley. Oh, hey Dudley, I couldn't find you today. Where were you hiding? I heard you were headed to the southern bank of the lake. Are you there now? Yes, we are. We just met up with Arios and the other bracers. It's kind of a long story. Perfect. Since they're with you, I'm gonna need you to forward this information to them too. Every single member of the Red Constellation's up and vanished from the city. They didn't even say bye. Rude. What? I want to talk about this with Orlando, face to face. How soon can you get back? We'll be right there. What's going on? That didn't sound like good news. It wasn't. I don't know. I would argue that a murderous Jaeger Corps leaving the city is a good thing. What it means might be bad, but them leaving can only be for the best. Lloyd relayed to the group what Dudley had told him. It can't be. The Red Constellation vanished? But how? We were keeping tabs on them this entire time. Lloyd, do as he said and return to the city. We'll come back once we're done investigating the perimeter here. Okay, thanks for taking care of this for us. Appreciate it. No worries. We're all in the same boat here. Besides, Lynn and Aeolia still need some time to recover. If the Red Constellation's taken action, then Heiyu won't be far behind. We'll return as soon as we can. Don't let your guard down for even a second. Right. We'll just be going then. Does anyone ever understand why Ouroboros does anything? No? Yeah, no. I think the answer is just for their own entertainment. I still can't believe Rixia was Yin's true identity all along. I was so convinced that Yin was a man. The extent to which she was able to disguise her mannerisms and bearing in that form was substantial. On top of that, it seemed as though she had some way of changing the shape of her body entirely. Yeah, unfortunately I am doing them before the Sky trilogy. I didn't know how bad that would be before I played Zero, but I couldn't find a good way to stream them if I was to like buy them off of Steam or something like that. So unfortunately I had to skip them. But hopefully they'll come to modern consoles, or I'll give up and just play them on Steam anyway. Is that even humanly possible? Then again, we've been coming across plenty of people that are anything but normal lately. She managed to fool my sensors as well, though I can't quite figure out how. I can't stream them off Steam. I don't think my computer is good enough to handle that, is the thing. On that note, you seem relatively unperturbed by all of this, Lloyd. Yeah, I'm playing this on my PS5. It's a PS4 copy of the game, but I'm playing it on the PS5. Oh, that's because I am. You see, I had this conversation with Rixia not too long ago. I've been living my life for that sole purpose ever since I was little. It's the same path my ancestors have walked throughout history. But now I no longer understand where that path is leading me, nor my reasons for taking it. The truth crossed my mind at the time, but it just sounded too crazy. So I put it in the back of my head. Even so, it never went away. I couldn't entirely dismiss the possibility that she really was Yin. I had no idea. Well, dang. That would explain how a total amateur came out of nowhere and nabbed a leading role in Archon CL. Yeah, I guess the story of how Ilya scouted her out of nowhere was enough to keep people from questioning it. I mean, but Ilya also scouted Sully, and Sully is also an amazing dancer, performer, whatever. Sully's not an assassin that I know of. In retrospect, Yin and Risha's arrivals in Crossbell did line up perfectly. I should have pieced it together sooner. Do you suppose Sao from Heiyu is aware of her true identity? I'd imagine this is a secret she wouldn't want anyone to know, much less him. Her contract holder gaining knowledge of her full family lineage could only be to her disadvantage. That puts us in a difficult spot. It would probably be for the best if we kept this to ourselves. I agree. For now, let's talk things over with the chief and see how the situation progresses. This doesn't change the fact that the Red Constellation is our top priority at the moment, not Heiyu. For sure. Uncle Sigmund and his crew are nowhere to be found, and that's not a good sign. Probably means they finished prepping. They could strike at a moment's notice. Right. We should contact Commander Bales and get her up to speed too. I'm still stuck on how steering a boat is called conning. You're still reeling over the fact that I'm playing this arc first.